Now we arrive at the moon where we can see the destruction that the Power Rangers had caused 22 years ago, and previously, we had not been able to see it so close, but now we see all the pieces of the moon floating. Then we can see the reconstruction of the Bandora Palace, which was also pretty much destroyed when the explosion happened, and we notice that Rita's soldiers are the ones doing the reconstruction. Inside the palace, Kimberly was still passed out due to the heavy blow she had been given by the new villain, who was wearing clothes similar to Rita's. Jason appears again, and next to him are also Zack and Billy. Basically, the entire Mighty Morphin team were locked up in this place, as we must remember that Trini already passed away and Tommy apparently also perished in the explosion because he never came back to Earth. Kimberly is a little dazed and doesn't know where she is, but the new villain tells her that this is the place where Kimberly killed her family. Selena Repulsa is the name of this villain, daughter of Rita and Lord Zed, and now she wants revenge on the Power Rangers. Kimberly tries to beat Selena, but the Rangers are locked in a very powerful energy shield, and it is impossible to escape from there. The Rangers want to know how Selena found them, but she says it was very easy to track down the power coins, especially when 3 Rangers were using them. Finding Zack was very easy since he always writes on his social media everything they do in his life, and Trini tried to keep it in the bank vault. The last coin was Kimberly's, and she was hiding all this time, but she came out of hiding the day they commemorated Trini's life. That day Selena followed Kimberly all the way home, and now this evil villain wants to keep the promise the Rangers made 22 years ago, no more Power Rangers. Then Selena says something surprising and confesses that she is not the one who will destroy the Rangers, her mother Rita will. Kimberly can't believe it and wants to know if Rita is still alive, but Selena understands how surprised Kimberly is since she knows that she was the one who stuck the arrow in her mother. Selena begins to explain that Rita was more resilient than the Rangers thought because, just before the bomb exploded, Rita used her magic to enter the Morphin grid. As Billy explains, this bomb was not a weapon of destruction, rather it was to clean all the evil with energy from the Morphin grid, but Selena tells him that he is an idiot because that bomb killed everyone except Rita. Since that day Rita has been trapped in the grid, and now Selena is going to bring her back. Surprisingly, Selena is going to receive help from Finster, who managed to survive the explosion, although he was quite injured and had to repair his body himself. Finster had hidden in the vault, which had reinforced walls, and this helped him to survive. He then had to feed on the remains of the bodies of the monsters that were left after the destruction, and after several years Selena found him on the moon. Now Finster has built a machine using pieces of his old creations and combining it with the powers of Lord Zed's staff. Selena explains that this machine works with the power of all the power coins, and since she has them all, then she can bring her mother back. Jason looks very angry and says that even if he brings Rita back, they are going to defeat her. Kimberly looks very calm and wants to know how Selena survived the explosion since she was a child. Selena says that Rita saved her as she used what little strength she had left to send her to Earth with her magic, but as Selena tells this story, we get to see what actually happened that day. After Kimberly teleported to Earth and Tommy was about to activate the bomb, he heard a voice say, "Mom." This voice came from a little girl trying to wake Rita up, and obviously we now know that little girl was Selena. At that moment, Finster arrives and is terrified after seeing Rita on the floor, so he quickly calls the soldiers. Finster orders the soldiers to attack Tommy, but the Green Ranger holds the girl while trying to tell Finster that he can save the girl. Despite this, Tommy is hit hard and falls on the bomb, which is then activated. Remember that, by activating the bomb manually, it only gave Tommy 10 seconds to escape, and now Finster realizes this. As the seconds tick by, the soldiers continue to attack Tommy, and he continues to try to escape to save Selena. Because all the soldiers were holding Tommy down, in a desperate attempt he takes off his communicator and puts it on the girl. With only 5 seconds left for the bomb to explode, Tommy manages to activate the communicator and teleports the girl to Earth. Tommy had managed to save Selena, but after this, with a trembling voice, Rita begins to call Tommy. All the soldiers stop attacking Tommy, and he cannot believe that Rita is still alive. At that moment, Rita raises her hand and starts to use her magic, but the bomb explodes without letting us see what really happened at that precise moment. On Earth, Bulk and Skull are policemen and both were patrolling the park, but they feel quite bored as the Power Rangers had scared off all the criminals. Then they managed to hear something, and it was Selena who had teleported to that very spot. Selena thinks Bulk is squat, so she just wants Bulk to hold her, and both cops don't understand how the girl got to that place, but then we get to see Tommy's communicator. In the present, Selena still thinks it was Rita who saved her by sending her to Earth, so she now wants to save her mother and bring her back so she can conquer the helpless Earth without the Power Rangers. Something we should note is that Kimberly is very calm, and after this Finster tells Selena that the machine is ready. Now Selena must enter the machine, as this whole process needs some relative of the person locked in the grid to be there to attract the essence of the other person. Finster starts the process, all the energy from the power coin starts to come out, and Selena tries to call her mother. The Rangers feel they can't just stand there and do nothing, so they want to find a way to stop the process, and Kimberly tells them they need to be calm because everything is going to be okay. The energy is all over the place, and Selena starts to say that she is sensing her mother. Suddenly, the machine stops working, and Finster says that for the process to work nothing must access the grid, so someone must be connected. Selena doesn't understand what is going on since she managed to get the 5 power coins, but Kimberly clarifies that it is 6 power coins. Selena says that Tommy's coin was destroyed in the explosion, but Kimberly tells her that Tommy was not transformed when the bomb went off. 22 years ago, when Kimberly and Tommy were saying goodbye, they were both transformed, and Tommy decided to give his power coin to Kimberly in case something happened to him that day. Kimberly couldn't believe what Tommy was doing, but he told her he could teleport to Earth with the communicator, the same one we had previously seen him give to Selena to save her. After Kimberly left, Tommy said that if anything happened to her, then she would know who she was going to give the power coin to when they were ready. Kimberly clarifies to Selena that Tommy was not transformed because he had given the power coin to her, and Finster warns her that the 6th power coin has been activated. Selena angrily grabs Kimberly by the hair and pulls her out of the shield and onto the ground. At that moment, Finster warns Selena that the 6th power coin is coming towards the moon, and Kimberly tells Selena that she wants her to meet Olivia Hart. Kimberly's daughter arrives transformed into the Green Ranger with the power coin that Tommy had given her, and that he already knew Kimberly could give it to Olivia.